Hi, I am Michael Bunin from TBS's My Boys, and you are watching Backstage.com.
Yeah, see, I don't get Facebook. Well, Kenny's obsessed.
I'm not obsessed. I just need Bobby to join my crew so me, him, and the llama can rob a liquor store.
I went technically to UNLV on a speech and debate scholarship, yes, which I think after so many years in high school of arguing what we should do with our farm surplus and drug testing, I was just sort of tired of debating. When it came time to compete, I was so tired of discussing politics that I had found the theater department and actually gave the scholarship back and decided to go theater. There are differences between the three major sort of improv theaters, and I know that other theaters are going to be mad that I just said three major, so I'll even say five major. I mean, you've got Second City, of course, you have the Improv Olympic, you have the Groundlings, you have UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade, and out here you also have Acme Theater. You know, Improv Olympic is very much a classic long form where you take one suggestion, and the form is called the Herald. So you'll take one suggestion, you do 22 minutes straight based on the one suggestion. At the Groundlings, you, up until recent years, you got much more sketch and much more short form games, much like you would see on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And then their sketch shows are great. Acme is also sort of the same way. Sketch written that's based out of improv. And that's what Second City is in particular. And that's what I think they've done better than most, which is day-to-day improv and building your show out of it so that by the time you have a quote-unquote written show out of it, what you really have are scenes that you know your beginning and you definitely know the end, but the middle might change every once in a while. So how you get there might be fresh every night, and it's a really fun way to play. There's a big difference between being a regular on a show and coming in to do a guest spot. You know, when you're walking onto somebody else's set, it's like showing up at somebody's family dinner uninvited by anybody that's at the table. You walk into somebody else's inside jokes, you walk into the rhythm of the set, and then, you know, God forbid you're the guy that flubs a line. You just feel like everybody's staring at you and thinking, ugh, this guy, come on, he's holding up the day. At My Boys, Jamie Kaler and I in particular, and the rest of the cast likes to do this too. If there's somebody on the show, we make sure that we invite them to lunch with us. You know, this season we had a foosball table, so we were just all about playing foosball. We invited everybody to play foosball. We just kind of talked about, like, you know, it wasn't that long ago that I was guesting, and remember how horrible of a feeling that was? Let's not do that to people on this show. I've certainly had some bad ones. I've had some ones where I've been fed up with the process of auditioning for not a role, but for like one line. And I've had some good ones where I'm like, you know, oh my God, that's it. I could win an Oscar based on that audition. And then you don't even get a call back. And you're like, wow, my gauge must be really off. It must have been really bad. I've had auditions where they're so bad, I think I would have made a better impression if I had just walked in and like kicked one of them in the stomach and left. Like, they might have liked me better if I did that, rather than take the time to waste their time just bombing in the room. I learned very quickly, if you try to pay too much attention to the numbers and try to second guess what the bigwigs are thinking and why they do it, then I don't think you enjoy the time that you actually have your job. So I look very loosely, but I try not to think about why they make decisions and the way they make them, because I can't figure out a formula. There's no rhyme or reason, and I'll just leave that to them and wait for them to hopefully give me another script.